Hello everyone and welcome back to the Porn Out Podcast, the number 2 podcast in the world. Today, once again, I'm joined by my wonderful friends Stephen and Sam.
Hey.
Welcome guys. We survived our first ever holiday together. We just got back from our first ever business trip, let's call it. And that was 5 solid days of drinking and we're all incredibly out of it. But luckily, we're going to try and be a bit more professional today because we're joined by probably, if not my favourite guest, I'm so excited to have you on, Callum G. Welcome on, buddy.
Hello. I love that intro, by the way. It's the best intro someone's ever given me on a podcast or anything, so appreciate that, mate.
We always try our best down here at Porn Out.
Bless you.
Oh dear. Right.
So, straight into it. So obviously this is a drinking podcast. We're all drinking here, as fucking horrible as it is right now. Guys, what are we all drinking today?
How about you, Callum? You start off, mate. What are you drinking?
I've got straight Malibu, mate.
Jesus.
You know what?
Whoa, fuck that.
Go big or go home, mate.
Fair play. Oh my god.
I'm fully
What
right
about you
up.
boys? What are you drinking?
I'm on the vodka today. I'm not in work today, so I can have. I'm in work in the morning, but straight on the vodka.
What about you, Matt? What about you?
Vodka lemonade, mate. I've literally drank this like water for the last 5 days, so I figured one more day vodka lemonade.
You know what, mate? Funny you should say that, because same. I'm also on the vodka lemonade today. Oh god.
It's good to be back. So we always like to make things juicy from the very start, Callum, and unfortunately, as much as we love you, we've got to do the same with you. So, very first question for yourself. So a few weeks ago, Callum, we were all at a party together. We were there, all our friends, everything, right? So we want to know, who did you like the least at that party, apart from us?
Who did I like least?
Yeah, you're not allowed to say us because we'll
You
cry.
have thrown me in the deep end there.
Oh, that's what we do. I'd take your shot.
Mate. Can I take a shot? Is that what happens?
Yeah.
No,
Take
you
a shot before you answer.
You take shot as well. You don't get shot instead of the answer.
Oh well, let me take a shot first. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Right.
Prepare
You have
yourself.
thrown me under the bus. Right, there we go.
It only gets worse from here.
I am going to say before you answer it as well. We did make this plan whilst rather drunk on our business trip.
Is it legal to have water on your side as well that you can have?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I am
Yes,
sweltering,
yes.
mate. It's 25 degrees at the minute.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I think we'd all die.
I'm in my
if we didn't
conservatory.
have that. But answer away, mate. The least favourite at the party we went to.
Who was? Well, there was quite a few people there, weren't there?
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, you have thrown me under the bus. The thing is, I met everyone for the first time. Like, you look at the people. I didn't know a lot of people there when I went there. So, for example, like Ellie, for example, one of my favourite people in the world now, by the way.
She's
And it's
great.
like I didn't know her before, and it's like
I did.
Oh, yeah. Can I just say Sam because he looked like Ed Sheeran?
No, we're not.
And we bully Ed
Can't be any of
Sheeran.
us. Can't be any of us.
Can't be any of us.
you
It's
bullied me all
too easy of an
weekend, man.
answer.
No, it's not too easy of an answer. We just don't want to cry.
Yeah, Matt's very sensitive.
Hear me out first, right? I've got a logic behind this, right? So I spoke to
God.
everyone. I spoke to everyone,
Yeah.
but I didn't really speak to. Is it Alice? I didn't really speak to Alice a lot.
Oh no.
George's sister.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Alice, I love you, right? But the only reason
so
why I'm
does
going to
Matt.
pick you is because we
Don't we
didn't
all?
speak. We didn't speak as much as what I did with everybody else. Because I had a general conversation with everyone, but her. And that's nothing against her. I love you to bits, but if we have to
speaking
pick
of-
someone.
You missed out, mate. She's very cool.
She's great.
Oh, mate, I'm sure next time we all meet up, then that will be changed.
Yeah.
The only reason George TG has a channel.
We'll move swiftly on away from that, though.
Alright, there's your shot.
I love opening the episode with Alice.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Yeah, no, I'm not going to say what I
Mate,
was
you've made me
thinking.
feel like a criminal here. Jesus
I'm
Christ.
so sorry, but now we've got the tough question out of the way. We just actually, to be honest, everyone listening to this probably already knows, but who are you, Callum? Honestly, like, just tell us who you are, what you do.
And there's
stuff
your
like
shot.
that. Yeah, there's the shot.
Another one? Flipping hell.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
mate,
sorry.
you get used to this.
Jesus Christ, what's going on?
Make the shots small. That's all I'm saying. Oh god.
You'll be basically
I
finish
don't-
a sentence and have another shot to do.
Yeah.
Oh boy, you're killing me.
I'm sorry.
Because I don't like Malibu that much, and it's the only thing that I've got indoors because I've been in a rush all day.
Oh, I'm so don't you make me.
I've got
feel
dark
worse.
fruits, but you can't come on and pour one out podcast and have dark fruits, can you?
Yes, exactly.
No.
That's what I like.
I would, but.
So yeah, my name's Callum. I'm 17. Probably the smallest 17-year-old you'll ever meet in your life. I'm 5'4". Basically, what I do is event stuff. So I'm the owner of Clash of Creators, which
Amazing.
is right now the time of filming this. It's 8 days away. I don't know when this is coming out.
This is coming out on the Wednesday before, so whatever. the
Okay,
date
yeah.
is.
So I'm the owner of Clash of Creators. That's what I've been doing. I do a lot of stuff to do with mental health in regards to content, but yeah, mainly what I do right now is Clash of Creators stuff. Keeps me busy, and yeah, my life isn't as amusing as what people think, really.
I've seen you just on a side note. This isn't on our plan or anything. Stephen, please I'm begging you, don't hit the shot gong for this, please. My brain can't cope. I just want to know, like, obviously these the weeks
There's
coming.
another shot. There you go.
Callum, I'm so sorry, bro. I
Sam,
beg
that's
you.
entirely your fault.
Yeah, it is. I just want to know.
You haven't
like,
even said the fucking question yet.
Yeah, I know. I want to know. Obviously, the last few weeks you've been doing a heck of a lot of promo and meeting up with people to play football. Is there anybody that surprised you by how good they actually are?
If you could see my face right now, ah,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
surprise me in what way, good or bad?
In a good way. So, like, let's say I know.
Either.
Obviously, we've already had Liam Bedford on the podcast. I know you were with him. I think you were with him earlier, weren't you? So
Yeah.
just like, has he surprised you, or is there anyone that you filmed with coming up
Do
to
you know
this
what?
surprised you?
It's funny you say that because Liam surprised me actually because we've been going for kickabouts now and then, and obviously his knee's gone, but he's a decent little player. Jamie Campbell is a very, very good player. Who I've
Yeah,
realised.
he's good. He's a good lad. Yeah.
Jamie Campbell is class at football. He's going to be the one to watch at Clash. I'll tell you that for a fact.
Yeah.
But yeah, some decent players. I'm glad because we've got a mixture. Like, so I genuinely don't know who's going to win.
Oh, it's getting close.
I
I'm
think
so
it's red
nervous.
team. It's going to be red team.
Oh, of course you'd say that.
It
It's
has
red
to be
team.
red
It
team.
is red team.
If it's not
There's
red
no
team,
choice.
it's fixed.
It's red team.
Red team score 1 goal, stop the count. That's all I'm saying.
We're playing light blue team first, so with volleyball and road to shore.
Oh God, I'm nervous for that.
How did you react when you saw that Harry had asked to play in the event?
Oh, it was nuts. Like there was one
There's your
night.
shot.
I don't know. Bloody hell! There was this one night where it just blew up. Like I think it was November the 3rd or something like that. We had a few people, and next thing you know, everyone's asking to play. We've got like Road to Shore DMing Tom Shaw and be like, "Yo, can I play?"
Yeah.
I remember just screaming on the phone.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god!" Like genuinely, like tearing up because that was the moment where Clash went from a little event to the biggest event, sort of in the UK for the last 2 years, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went mad. Like genuinely, I didn't go mad in a way like, oh, I'm such a fanboy, but it was just the fact that someone of that size knows
I would've.
something that I've created,
Yeah.
which is now an incredible thing with an amazing team. Like what? This is something like dreams are made out of. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it definitely. I can relate to that a lot from my experience with YouTube and things as well. I'm gonna guess Stephen wrote this question because I don't remember doing this one. But
No,
who would you
actually, this
kick off
was
the
you,
Clash
this
lineup
was
if you
you.
had to?
I don't remember this question coming up. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
Oh
drunk-
mate,
It-
I nearly just threw up there. Jesus Christ!
How drunk
Yeah,
were we
yeah,
when
you probably will.
That's a shame because that's another shot.
Are you taking a piss?
No, it's a new topic, mate. New shot.
I said, Callum, I tried to warn you. Small drinks, bro. Small drinks. Very small drinks.
I thought that I'd be able to hack Malibu. It was all right. What am I doing?
Tom Sharman
I
started
can't
off
do it.
strong. Right, all I'm saying is Tom Sharman started off strong with drinks, and then ended up taking the
Jaeger,
smallest sips he
yeah.
possibly could.
To be fair,
sorry, I
Tom was
didn't-
on Jaeger.
Yeah, true.
Innit? That's
yeah,
mad.
I'm on Malibu is 21%, mate.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And me and Matt here on vodka lemonade because we can't hack it.
I'm on vodka.
Yeah, that's just you, Steve. You like dirty, so I don't know. But
I haven't had this in ages, just straight Malibu.
Oh. Yeah, Callum.
Anyway.
If anyone,
yeah.
if anyone.
No, not if anyone. Not if anyone. That's a cop out. Who would you kick off the Clash lineup if you had to?
Matt Stokes. Do you know what? I love the fact that Matt's playing now. I've told him this. I'm genuinely I love the fact that he's playing.
Yeah.
But kick off.
Yeah.
Is there anyone on the lineup that you like?
Do I have to name them?
Yeah.
Oh mate, because there's
I can
one person.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I can bleep it out if you really don't want it to be said.
Oh mate, could you do that?
Yeah.
Flipping. He's been so hard to work with.
You know what?
I knew it!
I knew he was
I fucking knew it!
How did you know that?
Because Tom
No reason.
Tom Sharman basically said something similar.
Wait, isn't he saying Will?
And we didn't ask him that question, but he said basically the same thing as you just said.
He's been an absolute nightmare to work with, but we bleep that one out because we don't want drama.
Yeah.
Sam, you got 2 days to edit this. Please remember that.
No, I will.
Sam, I will kill you if you do. If you don't.
Well, all I'm saying is you're gonna have to put me on the Clash lineup if you want me to bleep it. No, I'm joking.
I see.
This was all a ploy just to get that.
No. I'm
Sam and Stephen, they want guest list.
we want VIP. We want everything signed. No,
Ed Sheeran can have anything he wants, mate.
Oh, thank you. No, I don't expect anything. I'm joking. I'll bleep it, mate.
Imagine it's just Stephen that doesn't have it.
Oh god. Jesus
So
Christ.
on the contrary, then flipping it a different way. So since you've got so many amazing people, not just myself, you've got so many amazing people taking part in this event, and it's amazing to see. If you could have gotten anyone in the world that you wanted to play, who would you have chose? It can't. Let's say someone who isn't already playing.
Do you know what?
Who would
Right,
be like your dream person?
And there's another shot, by the way.
I'll finish what I'm saying and then I'll take a shot.
It's spinning.
Yeah, so I think it's a good lineup because it's a mixture of so many different people. You know, we've got we've got a Minecraft gamer in CPK. You've got Matt who does a lot of vlogs. You've got Rota Shaw who does I don't even know at the minute.
Nothing.
And then there's loads of people, but I think one person
Drugs.
Who would really represent this. I just know what you said there. Like one person who would represent this event really well in regards to the mental health side, and just everything really, like bringing everyone together. And I feel like this person, when I was younger, really brought everyone together, which is Joe Weller.
I knew it. I was going to say Joe Weller.
Everyone,
Cal,
I think everyone.
Cal, we are the same person, mate.
We literally are. Basically twin mate. But yeah, Joe is
Joe Weller.
Joe is great, and I feel like he definitely represents everything that we do for Clash of Creators.
Yeah, big time. Shout out, Joe. You've heard it right here. We did try to shout you out when we had Lauren Alexis on, but it clearly wasn't good enough, so we went with Callum GW instead. Callum GW.
Callum GW.
Callum GW.
What?
We've got an announcement to make, guys.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's good. I think that. Who would you guys pick actually, other than yourselves? Who would the other two pick?
You know what? I would have actually said someone along the lines of Joe Weller as well, because he's just, in terms of sport, like in the last couple of years, he's just been amazing, and his story and his journey, not just on YouTube but his personal one, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he went from being on top of the world to being at the bottom and then back on top, and you know, he's just he's literally been all over the place.
Sick.
So I'd have to agree with Joe Weller.
I think he was everyone's childhood as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone,
big time.
Everyone used to run around. Exactly. Everyone used to go run around going, "No, that's pretty legitimate, bastard." I was in year 6, right, and I had a Smushed on Buxton t-shirt. I used to drink only Buxton water.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I used to run around being like,
the Buxton Army.
Yeah, literally, I used to run around going,
Buxton Army.
"Oh, mum, can you put that in a washing machine?" And I'm like,
Wow.
always doing the hand side, teapot, all that stuff.
Oh, that's amazing.
Fucking Kitty, mate. We all know it's the best song ever made on
You want a
YouTube.
kitty? Now kitty, take a seat.
But actually, what is the best song? World Cup song by Joe Weller is the best song that ever got made on YouTube.
That's a tune. Ronaldo chop. What?
Oh yeah, mate. Can't
Do
go
you know
wrong.
what is it? Is it wanna do or wanna be?
Yeah,
What
wanna
a tune
do.
that
Yeah,
is it, by the way.
yeah. That was like the first YouTuber song which I heard everywhere. Like anywhere you went, they had it playing.
You went to like number 2 in the charts, right?
Yeah, fucking mental.
Unreal.
I still.
What? Who would you choose, Stephen?
Logan Paul.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine if Logan Paul got on a line with a Clash? Jesus Christ, that'd be insane. I mean,
he did a video.
You know what,
He did a video where they had 2 freestylers once, and it was the weirdest thing that I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that was ages ago.
Yeah, it
Oh
was
my
really
God.
weird. I didn't even watch Logan Paul at that point, but I looked back, and it's awful.
That's what you call swaz seconds, man.
You know, I'd say the weirdest collab that I've ever seen on YouTube, when Joe Weller actually talked about it, he was just like, he read out like a fan message, and it was said something like, Mia Khalifa and fucking Malfoy made a collab.
No,
What?
the weirdest one was Mia Khalifa and Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so jokes, man.
No.
I love it.
Oh.
To be
Go
Oh,
fair,
this one's good. So this definitely would have been. I think I probably thought of this, but I'm going to say it was Stephen again.
I know, but
This is
before,
quite-
before you read this one, you're definitely going to want to. This is a new shot. You're going to want to do it before you hear this question.
Yeah.
There
I'm
you
so
go.
sorry, Colin.
Just doing one. Pour one out. Hot.
Unfortunately, this is the format of the show, and I hate it as much as you, mate. But I love it at the same time.
I think
So-
I'd love it if I hadn't just done 5 straight days of drinking.
Yeah, very true.
I can't hack my.
Yeah, it was a bit-
I don't know why I got it.
Yeah, mate, we've just done in these couple of days we've been away. We've done like 4 litres of vodka.
It must have been more than that.
Surely.
Oh, yeah,
You
no,
guys,
we
you guys, you guys begged me at 9 p.m. at night to go to Lidl to buy more.
Don't just
Oh
listen
yeah,
to
I
those
forgot about that. I forgot about that.
people.
Right, anyway, go on, Matt.
Anyway, right. So Callum,
Yo.
this is, you have to do this, right? You can't not do it, right? So, which of your friends' YouTube channels would you delete?
Probably my own because I don't upload.
No cop out. You're not your own friend.
Flipping hell. You lot are trying to
You
get
have
me
to
in
press
beef
that
with
delete my
people.
channel button, and you've got to look at them in the eye as you click that button.
Look, we're here. Our channel is here to be as close to cancelled as it can get without getting there. So,
Who out of my friend's channel would I delete?
can be
I'm trying to
absolutely.
think. I'm trying to
anybody.
think of what friends I actually have.
You know what? Same. Honestly.
Basically, everyone that's at Clash of Creators. We'll make sure we put this clip out just before the event.
Oh, God.
I would delete that guy Jamie's channel because he's only got one video on there,
Has he?
Ah, right.
What's that
clever.
video? I've never
and
watched
he's
his
a
channel.
YouNow streamer.
Ah, I've heard.
Yeah,
used to
I
do
see his
YouNow.
tweets. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Cool guy.
Smooth.
I used to do you now back in the day. That's where I started my stuff.
People still stream on
Yeah.
you now.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
it's full of weirdos though.
I see Jamie saying that he wants to bring the name back to you now.
Yeah,
That's
he
like
does,
his,
yeah.
his
Well, he-
motivation for playing for Clash, which I think's sick.
He's
I think that's
sick, mate. He had Sharky on there last week.
Yeah.
Unreal.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah, because it used to solely be YouTubers, but then when they changed
Yeah.
when they changed it just suddenly went to like full of like old men and half naked women and stuff. So hopefully Jamie
Yeah.
can bring it back.
Right up your street then, Stan.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm the old man, and there is half naked women on. No, I'm joking.
To be fair to Sam, he's about to start a new job working with children.
What's your new job?
I'm a sessional worker for under 18s, mate.
So, now I get
Fair.
it.
Stephen-
I'm not
Stephen-
going to make the joke.
Now
Yeah,
Stephen
no.
Stephen has rinsed the jokes, absolutely rinsed them. So
They've
I
been,
lost
ring,
my Ed
they've been
Sheeran.
ringed out. They've
Aw.
been ringed out like an old Sam Briggs t-shirt.
oh, Jesus Christ. Don't you get that joke ever again. Oh, that's
Guys, it's fine. No matter what happens to Stan, I'll still be in love with the shape of him.
Oh wait, I didn't sing it on the. I didn't sing it when you joined.
You didn't sing it when you joined. Go on.
Push and pull like a magnet. That's all you get. Sorry.
Basically, should we tell a story about what happened with Sam when we were out last time?
God.
Let's do it because that's also another shot.
Basically, right. So we was out with Sam and the guys and everything last time we was out, which was like 2 weeks ago. And we're just walking down the street in West London. It was the funniest thing. This was like the Euros quarter-final as well.
Yeah,
and, these two like big EDL members who were in the see Sam start chanting, there's only one Ed Sheeran, literally it's in the middle of a high street. Oh, it was absolutely fun.
I liked when he went, Ed Sheeran, you owe me a cig.
Yeah, so
because I got drunk that much that I forgot Sam's name and just was calling him Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
That's right, mate. I've been doing that as well.
Yeah, you've been doing that for the past 5 days, mate. But yeah, there was also that when just as England won that match, there was that guy that stood at the opposite, at the other side of the window whilst we were all inside.
Oh yes, I remember that.
So he's shouting them. Molly
That was so funny.
Molly Swabs was like, Ed, come
Ed
here.
Ed Sheeran's in there.
I was so drunk on that.
You know what? That was such a good night. Oh god.
That was brilliant. No,
we
I know.
Gave about 1 million people COVID though, didn't it?
I was going to say pretty much everyone except for us three got COVID.
Joke, man.
Well, as I say, lads, built different. So I think we should leave it there to go to the break quickly because we've got a big second half for you, Callum.
Second half. So an early break for a long set. I can't speak. Shit.
We'll see you after the break.
See you in a minute.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the second part of the Poured Out podcast. We're still joined by my good friends Stephen and Sam, and thankfully Callum's still here. Callum didn't leave in the first half. Yay!
Welcome, mate. I'm glad you didn't leave.
Me too. It's been a good first half. Now we wanted to go second half as we do for every single guest. Things do get a bit more deep, a bit more serious, a bit more about the person rather than their YouTube, whatever. So I wanted you to talk a bit about Callum, if you want to, about the sort of things which inspired Clash, because obviously we all know what it is, but we just want to get it from your perspective, what actually happened and what led to to where you are now.
Yeah, man.
And I hate
it's going to be a shot, isn't it? I was about to say that. Oh, mate. Right.
Just to make it even worse, here's a shot.
Yeah. Right. This makes me. The smell of it makes me feel sick. Fuck, that's a bit.
No. That's how I feel.
The thought of it makes me feel sick.
The look of it makes me feel sick.
Oh dear.
Oh god.
Right. So, anyway. So what a lot of people don't realise is obviously I come up with an idea to put on a little event originally for the Sidemen charity match. Just to be like, let's get a few small YouTubers in, whatever, let's just vibe and have a good time. It's always the message of the event has always been to bring everyone together after the difficult times that we've all had. Just tried to do that, didn't work, and I was like, so why don't I make my own one? Got no idea how to do it, got no budget, no nothing, and I was literally a nobody back then, as well. I just left school 4 months, into it. And then, just sort of thought, let's go for it. Contacted Tom Sharman, who's the co-owner of Clash and my colleague. And he loved the idea. He was like, yeah, cool. And we just run from there, really. That was how it sort of started. Obviously, that's the big inspiration for me, was to be able to show that YouTube is more than just numbers and subscribers. It's we're sitting here on our podcast. How many subscribers do you guys have?
100.
Don't talk about
yeah, but
180 something. I think.
it's not
Something like 180 something.
Exactly. Yeah, but even still, we're sat here on our podcast having a great time, just like Jack Makes Happy Hour or something like that. They're doing the exact same as what we're doing, just about the numbers. So if we can bring everyone together who have the same passion, the same love for everything, then that's what it's about, man. Just putting a smile on everybody's faces, and I think that's been a big inspiration for me over the last sort of year or so, working on Clash and that. It's been it's been a long journey, but we're a week away.
I'm gonna say you're a week away now, but you're so excited.
I'm nervous. I'm very nervous.
I bet, yeah.
Don't know whether that's me or the drink talking. Probably me. But no. But yeah, no. Like, I'm nervous, but I'm excited as well. It's gonna be a really really good day. I think the main thing that I'm nervous about is because it's meant to be raining at 4 o'clock onwards on next Sunday.
Oh no!
Which I'm very worried about. But other than that, yeah, I'm excited.
You know what? It shocks me. Do you know you say about no matter the numbers and stuff like that. Because when I was your age, when I did YouTube, all I looked at was numbers.
That's what everyone does, though.
I think Stephen was the same.
Stephen is the same.
Is.
No, I'm with you, Cal. I think it's safe to say that me and you, in particular, we saw YouTube as something different, something more than just numbers and fucking clout and shit. Man. And like hearing you say that now, exact same at your age, I never gave a fuck. But me not giving a fuck and being different is what has led me to where I am now. I'm doing everything, I've done everything. You know what I mean? So it's worth paying off because it will get you. It will get you.
I hope so. That's the thing. If I can work in the industry, then even better. That'll be an added bonus for everything I've done, sort of thing. But as long as everyone has a smile on their face on the day, I know there's loads of people meeting up for the first time as well.
So many people.
It's so nice just to see everyone just like something that I've brought to life is now bringing so many smiles to people's faces. Like that's something that you don't often do. Do you know what I mean? Like that made no sense. You don't do often.
Definitely.
Yeah. You know what?
So
you're sorry before you. Oh God, sorry. Before you carry on, you're gonna Clash is gonna be over with. Fingers crossed the event goes amazingly well, which I'm sure it will do. And you're gonna sit there after Clash is finished and think, you know what? I fucking did that.
That's the aim. Like I think for me as well. Like one day, like what I want to do, and I mentioned this to like the likes of Tom and the guys behind the scenes. Like I want to sit down with everyone who's worked and helped us with Clash. Rent out like a cinema room and just watch everyone's vlogs. Like there's gonna be so many videos and vlogs of this event. Yeah. Everyone and their dog's got their camera. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know how nuts? Do you know how nuts that is? And do you actually know how nuts it is? Like, it's nuts.
I'm trying to persuade Sam to streak at the event.
No, that's.
We don't make half-time performance with Ed Sheeran. I'm in love with the Sheeran.
You know what? I'll be the budget Ed Sheeran, mate. Don't you worry.
Budget Ed Sheeran, we ain't paying you a penny, mate. No way.
Please put me in the budget, like 5 pence.
Sam, you're being paid with exposure.
I'll pay you a bag of Monster Munch.
Quite literally.
Bag of Monster Munch.
Literally.
Jesus Christ. So obviously you're 17 years old now. And at 17 I couldn't even begin to comprehend the size of event that you're essentially taking control of alongside obviously the others. How has your mental health, has it taken a good turn or a bad turn throughout, like sort of planning it and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's been.
And there's your shot.
I was about to say let's do a shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, I love and hate doing that. We had like when Liam Bedford was on, we got in the second half really deep talking about bullying and everything, and then it'd be halfway through, he'd just talk about for 5 minutes. It's like deepest, darkest moment of his life. It's like, okay, there's your shot.
Just juice. It's just juice.
Just juice.
Just juice.
I love it. That's what we like to hear. But yeah, how do you think has it affected you positively, negatively, or a bit of both?
I think for me, I've had a very difficult year that not many people would go through as an adult. I've had a lot go on, which I'll speak about in a sec, but like, I think Clash has been the reason why I've kept waking up every morning and being like, okay, I've got something to work towards. That's been my main motivation, my main like driving point. I've been able to meet so many incredible people through it. So yes, it's affected my mental health in a positive way, but it's been a replacement for the negative things. So it's been a positive thing to overrule the negative things, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's kept you busy.
But it's kept me busy. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Yes. That's a good thing to do though. Like if you've got like the negative thoughts there and things, always try and keep yourself busy. Try and keep yourself active, because the second you sit down and stop, that's when you sort of essentially hide in a hole. Is that the right way to put it? I don't even know.
Yeah.
I've drunk too much. But yeah, that's, you know, the second. Excuse me. Oh God, I'm dying. I'm so dead.
While Sam dies, I'll go on to the next bit.
Yeah, go on to the next bit. Jesus.
So Callum, we talk about this all the time, but like I look at you as like literally like my little brother. Like we're very similar in the way we think, the way we act, the way we believe and shit. Obviously, I know you've had a lot of, you know, sad things lead you up to where you are now. But I want to talk about when your sort of perspective on life did change, because from what I can tell now, you might be very similar to me. You know, most people with YouTube now and social media, oh, you know, life shit, I'm going to kill myself. You know, it's all like, it's so negative and it's so normal that we talk about shit like that now. Like, I've never got my head around it. Sorry, Steve. But I want to know what was it like for you having that perspective on life being changed for you? What you know, not necessarily made you think that way, but like, what was it like going through that transition of realising what the world actually is?
Do you know what? I remember it so well. Like, I remember it so well.
Yeah.
So obviously I've had some things go on that's probably a lot worse than what this is, and obviously I know we'll probably mention it and stuff like that, but March last year when I left school was when my life completely changed. I was in a relationship. I mean, me and her are okay now, but we were together. It was my first proper relationship. 9 months I think we were together for, and we split up, and that changed me like completely. I went from, like, I'd say it was about a 2-month period where at one point I was waking up at 4 p.m, going to bed at 7 a.m, start of lockdown, completely messed up, whatever. And then I just started to isolate myself from people and not care as much as what other people thought of me. And I thought, and this is where Clash sort of comes into it as well, because it was like, when I started Clash was literally when I was like, my life has changed. That was the turning point. Where it's like, okay, this is what I'm going to do now. My life is good. I'm happy. I've got to this point after difficult sort of like breakup and things. Now I'm going to run with it. And that's what this last year has been all about. Finding myself and growing up in a way. I've had to grow up in the last year more than I ever have had to. And it's not that I've wanted to, I've had to grow up. Do you know what I mean? Like with
no choice.
Things. So yeah, that was the turning point in like March, and obviously I've had things last year, that happened throughout that made that sort of like, is it not glow up, but that sort of like maturing stage a lot more difficult than what it should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, everything relates so well.
Yeah.
So it was like, obviously normally maturity happens over a period of time, but I guess it happened like near enough with a snap of the fingers.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially.
But Cal's right though. It does have to. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like even hearing you talk about it makes, you know, it gives me fucking goosebumps, because you have to do it. Have to. There's no other choice. And then you look around at other people and like, maybe it's just me, but like sometimes, not very often, but sometimes I think like, I wonder what it would like to have been like normal to do like normal.
I am not, mate. I am always like that. Like genuinely, I am.
Yeah.
I'm not. I haven't lived a teenage life like everybody else. I haven't. I'm actually meant to be in college right now, doing college work. I've not been in college since October, sort of thing. I've not lived by the rule book because my life has been so different. And I think the stereotypical look is the education and stuff like this, and my life just isn't the stereotypical look, and that's why it does sometimes. And I have. Matt, you know, I spoke to you about this, that loneliness and how loneliness gets with people and stuff like that. And I feel like the reason why people do feel lonely a lot of the time is because their life is slightly different to somebody else's. Like mine, for example, a lot of my work is online and at home, whereas a lot of people who live near me and stuff, they're in school or they're in college or stuff like that. So it is very different, and I feel like that's why it's forced me to grow up, going back to what you were saying.
Yeah.
Because my life has just been so different.
Yeah.
It's good because I have these thoughts sometimes where I'm like, God, you know, sometimes I wish I had that normal life. But then I, again, keep this perspective which I've had, and I'm just like, you know what, it's made me different. And it's led me to getting to where I am now, you know, having a podcast with my best mates and stuff. But it's also led me to live the life that I have lived. And like I said to Stephen when I was hammered the other night, I was like, oh, Stephen, I've lived such a long life, all this shit. And that's what the maturing does to you. It makes you feel like you're fucking old as shit. Even though at the end of the day, you are still young.
Yeah, man.
Bear in mind, Matt is the youngest out of the three of us on the podcast. By a couple of years, let's not forget to mention. But it really... Like, I get what you mean there.
So, obviously, what happened with your dad and everything was awful. But sometimes there are not positives, but they're like it affects people in different ways. I'm just curious as to what's it been like with people around you. You know, how did that affect your your relationship with your other family members and your close friends and that? What was that like for you?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm so sorry for this on the shot.
what time to do it?
I'm
Honestly.
sorry.
That's the downside of the shotgun.
There you go, dead dad, shot.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Honestly, it's true though. It's so bad, the shotgun.
Right, let's get this shot first done before we.
Before we get into it.
Jesus Christ, that's a big shot.
Yeah.
Just
so
juice.
sorry, Callum.
Just juice, mate. Don't worry.
It is. Don't worry about it.
Right,
It's
let's have
fine.
water first.
Fair play. You know what? Respect. Fair play.
Yeah, so I think for me, losing my dad was a very big eye opener. And again, it was another thing that matured me a lot because, I mean, I lost my dad within a click of a finger. He had a heart attack and passed within. It wasn't even a 5-second thing. So it's like to go from, like, seeing him in the morning, because he didn't live with me, but I was meant to see him in the morning anyway. All
Yeah.
planned, like going to sleep, to then waking up and hearing, oh, your dad's died. I think that was probably really difficult. And the first time that I've seen my mum properly upset, and seeing my mum walk into my room saying that my dad had passed is probably something that's going to stick with me for the rest of my life. And I mean, I can talk about it now because I speak about it and stuff, and it's not, for me, even still, like, happened on what is coming up to 10 months or something like that.
Yeah.
Still doesn't feel real to me, so that's why I can speak about it and talk about it, because it still hasn't sunk in yet, and I feel like Clash is going to be a big thing for it to sink in. But like, in regards to like family members, so 2 months after my dad passed, my sister had her second child, which means that I've now got a niece and a nephew, and like they live in Cornwall, so my mum's always on the phone to them. So I feel like for me, it's been a bit getting closer with them, sort of thing, like through FaceTime and stuff like that, and it just makes life so much more worth it. Like, my nephew started talking, he started saying my name recently, like, it makes you realise how special life really is.
Cute.
Like, those little things like that.
Yeah.
Or like, when I'm on the FaceTime or something and he's looking there and he's smiling, he comes up to the camera and starts smiling when I'm on there, and like, it's silly things like that everyday things that you experience, but because of the situation that me and my family have had, it's so much more special. Like, in November, for example, this coming up November, I'm having to walk my sister down the aisle at her wedding. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
So it's like that sort of thing, and it's something I shouldn't be doing, but it's something that I have to do because I'm now the man in the family, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Huge respect for that.
Massive.
Like,
That's
standing up
huge.
and saying you will do that. I would never have been able to do that at your age, mate. So, fucking huge respect.
Yeah.
100%. Like,
No, I appreciate
like
that.
you saying that then sort of made me sit there and go, fucking hell, you know what?
I think this is what people don't see either. Like, this is what, like, the mental health side. Like, I've been through one of the hardest years that I'm ever going to face in my life, and raising money for mine, because I know what it's like to feel like, you're not worth it, or to feel like you're in your room and that no one's there, and that everything's all just...
Yeah.
When I was stressed out, I used to go to my dad's house. Or when I finished college, for example, I used to go to my dad's house because he used to live near there. I don't have that freedom anymore.
Yeah.
And it does get so lonely, if you know what I mean. Like, I had to leave college because my anxiety couldn't deal with being around lots of people after my dad. So that's another thing that I've had to mature about in my life and stuff. So it has been, like, without sounding like weird or nothing, it's been bloody difficult the last year. But it just shows, like, no matter what you go through, no matter what life throws at you or whatever it is, you can get through it. And you can, no matter what happens, you can do whatever you want. Like, do you really think me a year ago thought that this Clash of Creators was going to be the biggest event on YouTube in the last 2 years? Did you think that me, a little kid who left school with a little dream, would have someone with 15 million subscribers in something that they've made. No, of course I didn't know that. It's all about consistency and keep going when things are tough, because trust me, life is so much more beautiful. Like much, life is so much more than what you know. And I think me and Matt, we speak about this quite a bit, don't we? And it's like,
definitely,
once you start to open your eyes and realise how life really is, will be the moment that your life changes.
Yeah. 100%. That was a beautiful, beautiful statement. I fucking love that, mate.
Yeah, that was amazing.
So,
like they say as well.
Adding on.
Oh, sorry, go on, Matt. You first.
No, carry on.
I was going to say, like, there's I don't know where it's from, but there's a great quote of, life doesn't stop for anybody; it keeps going. So you sort of got to keep going along with it, sort of thing.
Yeah, man.
My favourite is one of my favourite quotes is: "There's pain in life, but you can choose what type. Either pain on the road to success, or the pain of being haunted with regret."
Yeah, that's amazing.
I think about that.
I think about the fact that, and it's silly because obviously ever since my dad passed, it's been one quote that's always been in my head, and it's only a little one, but it's tomorrow's never guaranteed. And tomorrow is never guaranteed. And I guarantee you, anybody watching this right now, like, why are you waiting? Why are you waiting for tomorrow? Like, genuinely, why are you waiting for tomorrow? At the end of the day, it's not guaranteed. Rather
do it today,
Like, you just don't know what's going to happen in life. So wait.
You never know.
So get up now, and if you want to do something, do it. I didn't sit around and for Clash of Creators, like, if I would have sat around and not done anything, this thing wouldn't be here. It's all about taking risks and just living life like every day is your last sort of thing.
Yeah. 100%.
I love that, mate.
Boys, we're moving to LA tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Come on. No. But no,
so
I know what you mean by that.
You answered pretty much the next question already, so we're going to go on to the one after. Callum, what would you say, because we've only got about 9 minutes left, what would you say, what's your mission in life right now?
And there's your shot.
My mission in life right now, in all honesty, is to work in silence and shock the world.
Yeah.
I want to be able to work my absolute bollocks off, and then one day be like, look at me. Everyone who told me that I could do this and get to the point where I am today, look at me now. Sort of thing. And it's like, of course, you have these dreams and ambitions to be a famous YouTuber or be like this. I don't know what life's got in store for me tomorrow, let alone in a year's time. But as long as I'm happy, I'm content, I can be there for my family, I can provide for my kids in the future. That's what I'm aiming towards, man. Just to have a happy, content, and financially good life in the future. That's what I'm working towards.
That's the dream.
That's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah.
Wow.
So in that case, then, Cal, we say this to every single guest, right? So what's one thing that you would change about your life? So it could be something as, not getting on the bus that day. It could be, I don't know, telling your mate you love them. It's not saying no to this podcast. What would be one thing that you change about your life?
The thing is,
and there's your second to last shot, that is.
Oh, no, I'll explain this quickly and then I'll do a shot. But I think I hate living in regret. I hate it because knowing the fact that I've not done something and I don't have the chance to do that again is probably one of my biggest fears. But I think for me, it's a hard one. But I think I just go by the rules that everything happens for a reason. And everything that has happened in my life has happened for a certain reason to get me to where I am today.
Definitely.
If I could change one thing about my life, it would be to be able to know that I'm guaranteed a successful future, because I'm someone who self-doubts myself more than probably anybody else in the world. Like, I'm constantly like, this person's doing better, that person's doing better, because I'm a perfectionist and I always want to be the best at what I do. But realistically, am I going to be earning millions of pounds at the age of 17? No. Are there people who are doing it? Of course there are. Of course there's people at 17 who are millionaires and stuff, but just because I'm not there right now doesn't mean that I'm not going to be there in the future. And that's why I'm working towards it each and every day. It's baby steps. You're not going to click your fingers and be the next, I don't know, the next Bill Gates or the next Mike Tyson. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It comes within time.
It takes a lot of steps to get to where they are.
I'm doing this shot now, by the way.
Yeah, no worries, mate. It takes a lot of steps to get where they are.
You might
Good time.
I was going to say, pour another one straight back out.
It's all good. It's the last one.
Mate. Just for you.
It's
So sorry.
just juice. That nearly got me that one.
I'm sat here saying I'm so sorry, but it's just so funny hearing their reactions.
It's fine. Just juice.
So at the end of each episode now, each guest episode, we always ask the guest that's on to nominate the next guest on the podcast, and then we're gonna clip it up, stick it on Twitter, and at them. So yeah, Tom G. Tom
Oh
GW.
my god.
I had Matt calling him Callum GW stuck in my head.
What's so special about Tom GW that I don't have, lads? Come on. I know you've got a beautiful square head, but come on.
Alright, there's your final shot of the episode then, if you could give us a nomination.
It can be anyone big, anyone small. It doesn't really matter. You know, either or. We'll put it on Twitter and we'll at them.
I'm trying to think of a good one for you.
Yeah. Take your time. There's no rush. No rush, mate.
Right, I'm gonna go big and bold.
Okay.
Alright.
Callum's Corner, get on the podcast, mate.
Oh, okay.
Get on the podcast.
That's a shout.
Right now.
That's a
Callum's
shout.
Corner, I'm looking straight down the camera, looking straight at you, mate. Get on the Pour One Out podcast with Matt, Stephen, and Ed Sheeran.
Well, you heard it here first.
Come on,
Callum. Do it for the ZK Media Days. You have history.
Drop us a DM.
But this, Callum, it's been absolutely amazing, mate. Thank you so much.
I've really enjoyed it. Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah. Really excited to see you next weekend, bro. Can't wait.
You too. Like,
it's going to be good.
Like,
it's going to be good
that
to see
night
the
that we
stream come
had
true.
was so good.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I can, do it again with you guys. I've now met you, and to put on the biggest YouTube event of 2021 with my best mates around me, man. It's the best thing in the world. Do you know what I mean?
Giving me goosebumps, mate.
Well done, my friends.
Maybe
Well done.
not Sam.
Oh.
Ed Sheeran, though, yes.
Oh dear.
Lovely.
But yeah, as always,
Alright.
well, let's.
Well,
So,
thank you so much.
Callum, what are your socials? Give us your socials. What's your Twitter and Instagram and that?
If you do somehow want to follow me and you've got to the end of this absolute shit show, you can follow me on Instagram at Callum_Glanville or Twitter Callum_Go4. Or in a couple of days, you can watch Clash of Creators live on Twitch at twitch.tv/deepsilver. All the info is on clashofcreators.com, so make sure you don't miss out on it. Sunday the 25th of July.
Buy Matt
Amazing.
Stokes shirt.
Buy Matt Stokes shirt.
Buy a Matt Stokes shirt,
Or
please.
another one.
Yeah, Cal, do I need to buy my own shirt, or is
No,
there one
mate,
there?
you don't have to buy your own shirt. Don't be silly.
I shit myself because I saw Liam Bedford put it on Instagram and I was like,
You're going to
oh,
walk straight
fuck.
into that changing room and it's going to say Stokes on a red shirt.
Oh, sick.
At
At least it doesn't say...
George's sister 69.
Honestly. Oh, God, no. Thank God I managed to do it right.
Right, Stephen, do you want to give us the outro as always, mate?
Well, check out our Twitter and Instagram at PowerPod. Subscribe if you've gotten this far. You might as well subscribe.
Yeah, why not?
Turn on notifications and all that because we're back.
We're back, baby!
3 week
back.
break, but we're here.
Stewie,
We survived a holiday. We're back.
Oh dear.
Well, we'll see you next Wednesday with Tom Sharman.
See you in a bit, guys. Catch you later.
Hell yeah.
Thank
Big
you
up,
again,
Tom.
Cal.
See you later.
Matt's a virgin.